Welcome everyone to the September edition of the Alehorn Unsleeved here on Flamekeeper Network. For more information on how to be a patron and to help us out, go to flamekeeper.vip, where there's $1, $2, and $5 tiers, all with different perks like early access, exclusive videos, etc., etc. All the proceeds go to helping out with costs like video editing subs and Zoom subs and printing out flyers for festivals we might do, other limited run items that we have now and again, like the Metal Forge compilation CD, some other cool projects coming up that we haven't announced yet. But enough about that. Let's move on to the topic at hand here. It is September. That means either really good beer is about to flood the market or has already started flooding the market. Even though it's the end of August when I'm recording this and it's super warm out. I mean, it's like 95 degrees every day. It's hard to want to drink a really heavy fall beer. But soon enough, I will be when it cools down and I can stomach it. So I'm going to start off with a couple things first to drink beer out of. And then I'll switch over to the beers that I have. All band-related stuff, of course, like everything on the Unsleeved is all music-related. So let's start with the most basic item first. This is an Amonmarth pint glass. My wife got me several years ago for Christmas. It's from the Yalm's Viking album. Very good album, by the way. All the artwork all the way around is the same. It's not much to show off. I don't open it up because I have a million pint glasses. So I just keep it on my shelf because the design is really cool. And I don't want to wash it because it is vinyl print, so it would probably eventually come off anyway. So I just keep it in the box, keep the dust out of it. Next up is this Mastodon drinking horn, decorative horn that I got. You could drink out of it too if you wanted to, but it's from the Hunter era, which is kind of the divisive era for me. There's some really good stuff on that album I like. There's a lot I don't. And then it culminated with Once More Around the Sun. Excuse me. Which I could not stand. I detest that album. I have every Mastodon album except for that one. And I'm somewhat of a completionist when it comes to bands that I'm really into. But that album I just can't defend. To me, it's very horrible. But some others, it's their favorite. So it's very weird how the Mastodon fandom just has their favorite stuff. Obviously, luckily for me, back on track with Emperor Sand, which was a pretty deep album about going through cancer. And then the last one, Doomed and Grimmed, I think it was. Can't remember offhand. Not as good as Emperor Sand, but a good return to form regardless. So I don't even remember when I got that. I've had it so long that I just always remembered it. So that's all the drinking utensils that I have to show off. So let's move on to the beer. So this first one probably needs no introduction on what band it is branded. I think you can tell just from the EN that you know this is a Metallica branded beer. Enter Night Pilsner. The artwork on this can is really cool. That's why I have it. Obviously, you can see there. In collaboration with Metallica, even though James is straight edge, I think it's kind of weird that they have their own whiskey brand and do beer collaborations. It's kind of like projecting a message that's not true to me. I mean, if you're straight edge, then be straight edge. But to each his own. Who am I to say what's right or what's wrong? Brewed and canned by Arrogant Consortia in Escondido, California, and Richmond, Virginia. 5.7% alcohol. Drink fresh. As you can see, it is not open. And on the bottom, it expired or enjoyed by 3/4/19. So over 4 years ago, I should have enjoyed this, but I never actually drank this one. There was another one that Budweiser did that was I never drank either. I think it was Budweiser of Canada did one too with them because I have that can up in our band practice room in our practice space. So next up, can't talk about Metallica without talking about some Megadeth here. A Tout Le Monde, 4.5%, weak ass beer for a weak ass song. I don't know why they picked this song to represent a beer. I would have picked something off one of the earlier albums, maybe Rust in Peace or Even Peace Sells. There's some really cool song title names. Like, I mean, I think Wake Up Dead would have been a cool beer name myself. I mean, it's like, do you want to drink this? Yeah, probably would. Made by this brewery right here. It's a French Canadian. So I don't want to butcher her name, but yeah, I think this is still. I don't know if this is still being printed or not. It's a ale brewed with spices, Belgian style Station ale. I'm not really big into Stations, so I didn't really care about this one that much. But you know, I like Vic Rattlehead artwork, and so I have it. So like I said, the Yin and Yang, Metallica, and Megadeth. Get those two out of the way. So, like Metallica, this band will put their face on anything. That's Kiss Cola. Made by Rocket Fizz Cola. RocketFizz.com for more information. This was 2017. I actually bought this on vacation somewhere. Don't remember where it was now. Maybe Colorado. I don't even remember. But I saw it and knew I had to have it when I was collecting band beer bottles. That this would fit in my collection, even though it's a cola. I don't really drink colas. Maybe a Jack and Coke every once in a while. But I just had to have it because I do like the Destroyer album, and I am a Kiss fan of actually all their eras. Maybe not so much Hot and Shade album, but the early hair metal stuff, and especially like Revenge. It's all really good stuff to me until you get to Psycho Circus. Then I'm just like, I'm out. So there's that one. Now let's get to the last four here. So obviously, anyone who's been to a Maiden show knows that this beer exists in many forms, actually. There's more than four of them. I only have four because the bottle shop that I used to frequent that had an actual parking lot closed down. All the other bottle shops in town they're good, but you have to pay for parking, and they're all in the tourist district. So it's usually not even worth trying to hunt down anything anymore because tourists ruin everything. Pretty much. So I've been one myself, and I've probably ruined somebody else's town. But I'm just saying, when the town I live in, especially in like the South Slope district, which is where all like the cool beer shops are, it's almost impossible to get around there anymore. Like even like on a Tuesday morning, it's ridiculous. But anyway, so this is the Trooper. This is the first one they released from Robinson's Brewery. They've all been from Robinson's Brewery. Here's the bottle cap if you're interested for the Robinson's logo. This one is 4.7%, a full pint. So that was the original one. Pretty good beer. I've had them at Maiden shows before. Paid way too much for it, but that's what you do at big shows. Next one is the Hallowed Be Thy Name Belgium style beer. This one's just a 12-ounce bottle. Not sure why they changed it up, but it's a 6% alcohol. I like the stained glass logo on it. It's pretty cool. So like all the labels are a little bit different, which is kind of cool too. They're all like different shapes and stuff like that. So they put a lot of like thought into making these designs and stuff. And then on the back here, it just has some stuff about the making the beer inspired by the song, etc., etc. Next one is the Red and Black. Obviously, song off Book of Souls. Excellent to go to the bathroom song if you ever saw this tour live. Since it's like 13 minutes long and you can hear half the song, go use the bathroom, not miss the second half because this is all repetitive, and be back in time for the next song. So yeah, it was a perfect bathroom break song. The bottle cap is blank on this one for some reason, but it's a porter. 6.8% alcohol, full pint. This one is also. Again, on the back, just a little bit about the beer and the song, how they relate to each other. Nothing that interesting because the song is not really one of the best. And then the last one here is 666 Premium British Beer. 6.6% alcohol. I think I would have found a way to make it 6.66% alcohol, but that's just me. Limited edition, so I don't think they make this one anymore. And then again, the bottle cap is Eddie from the Trooper artwork with the Union Jack. And then on the back is the information about the collaboration between the song and the beer. Typical Iron Maiden Trooper beer stuff. And that is it for this one. I have some more around, but I just don't know where this stuff's at. Maybe I'll have enough to do another episode next year, some more alcohol related items. But yeah, if you have anything like this that you want to share with everyone, you can cut a video and send it to me, and we'll get it posted on Flamekeeper. We're always looking for guest collaborators. Me and Mark envision this as a AM radio station at 3 a.m. on a Sunday, just like a passion project kind of thing. So all are welcome, as long as the guidelines are music, keep it tight, don't veer off into like politics, religion, etc., because nobody wants to hear that stuff. And before I wrap this one up, as always, I try to give away a free download code for an album. This month is the Warp Riders album by The Sword, so there's your information that you need. Remember to write claimed in the comments if you take this, so nobody else wastes their time. And as always, guys, we appreciate all the views and people who share it and stuff like that. Stay hydrated out there. If it's still blazing hot by the time this airs, I suspect it might be. And as always, guys, stay metal every day. Thanks.
The year was 1979, and all the world was caught up in disco and Star Wars. But in Louisville, something was happening. A young entrepreneur named Ben had a vision to be the best record store in all of the city. Fast forward to 2023, and Better Days Records is still going strong. Still, after all these years, owned by the same guy. We have had some trips and falls along the way, but so does life, and Better Days is here to stay. With two awesome locations at 921 Barrett Avenue and at 2600 West Broadway, Better Days are surely in your future.